Red Hot Takes. Red Hot Takes. Red Hot Takes. Red Hot.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Today is July 16th, 2026. Welcome to Red Hot Takes. Following last week's traumatically bad blowout at a local hairstyling establishment, I'm Brandy.
I'm Trina.
And we are the Red Hot Ladies.
Woo! Way to go, Brandy.
Your Ric Flair
I got to get my
blues.
Ric Flair in there with the guests today, folks. I'm just, ready to go. All right, welcome back to another episode. Thanks for joining us live tonight on your Thirsty Thursday, Portage County's premier morning show, brought to you at night. Breakfast.
Not breakfast time.
Here we go. Broadcast live from our beautiful studios here at Create Portage County.
We love Create.
Yes, and today's show is brought to you by the amazing Maher Water Corporation. They have started their business here locally on Main Street in Stevens Point in 1950. They are family owned for 3 generations, now going on 4. Maher provides your water treatment needs, servicing families in their homes. They are North Central Wisconsin's trusted name and in water, serving Wisconsin for over 75 years.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So we also would like to let all of you know to please follow us and subscribe to our, what was that?
It wasn't my phone. Was that your phone, Trina?
I'm not sure what that noise was. What?
Trina left your phone on vibrate, everybody.
Nope. It's actually off. So I have no idea what that was. All right. So
Oh my God, it was mine. Sorry, everybody.
And I just told her before the show, I go, put it on vibrate.
I said I did.
Oh, God. All
Sorry,
right.
everybody, my bad.
Instagram, subscribe to our Red Hot Takes on our YouTube channel. You can also download us on our weekly episodes on Now, Spotify, iTunes, and other major platforms. I am so excited about that. Woohoo! Our non-alcoholic beverages, which mine is already gone. How about you? I think I got a little bit of flavor.
Not quite here. I'm trying not to, I don't want to. I want to make the caffeine last. It's amazing.
We're going to ask our
energy
guest today what she thinks about our amazing sponsor drink. She did get to pick what she wanted. So the amazing from MEJ's. They are a local coffee shop bringing you freshly in-house roasted coffee weekly since 2003, offering you a wide selection of coffee and many other refreshments. They have not 1, but 2 locations here in downtown Stevens Point in the MEJ's Coffee Vault in Park Ridge. And we are trying, we're trying the new summer drink.
Oh, it's epic. It's wonderful. I love it.
I think I'm going to go from the mocha to this now. Can't help myself.
I think I agree with you. Probably for the rest of the summer. It's good stuff.
Hail Mary. All right. It is called the Dragon Fruit Elderflower Italian Energy Soda.
It's a mouthful, but it's worth it because it's so good.
Absolutely. All right. Now, Construction Chaos is brought to you by the city. It's my new thing because I'm just so sick of it.
It's all right.
Is brought to you by the city of Stevens Point, the only municipality that tears up multiple thoroughfares all at the same time. Hit her, Brandy.
This week in Construction Chaos, the orange barrels are not leaving motorists alone. In fact, it's just going to get worse. On the south side, Business 51 does remain closed between McDill Pond Causeway and Michigan Avenue. Starting Monday, construction moves into its next phase with the new closure between Church and Naval Streets. Businesses will remain open and accessible using temporary gravel driveways, and the city says combining 2 construction phases will shorten the overall project. On the north side of Business 51, work continues between Briggs and Franklin Streets and is expected to last about 6 weeks. If you're traveling overnight tonight, keep an eye out for dark traffic signals. Wisconsin Public Service will be upgrading electrical equipment between midnight and 4 a.m. Friday at the intersections of Division and Academy and Division and Maria. Stop signs will be in place where the signals are without power, so please pay attention. Elsewhere, the Michigan Avenue underpass remains closed until September. 4th Avenue on the UWSP campus is closed through mid-August. West Scott Street is expected to close later this month with limited driveway access during construction. Construction also continues on the Highway 54 and Plover Road intersection in Plover, where improvements are expected to continue through November. The good news, Green Avenue is done. And if funding holds, Division Street near Main and Clark could be repaved later this year. So if your I have Trina disease. I can't even talk today. If your GPS cheerfully announces you have arrived, don't believe it too quickly.
Oh, that's
There's a
good.
decent chance you've just reached another orange barricade.
Another barrel. I was just going to say, we need to make a thingy-dinger that says Portage County, all construction, barrels everywhere, like something. It's just everywhere.
That would be my first thingy dinger.
First
ever.
thingy-dinger. Okay.
But not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Trina. I'm game.
Well, we've got a vibe going into these hottest news stories of the week. We're going to have, it's going to be one of our red hot takes for the week that we're going to talk about. But we've got our hot news stories coming up. Brought to you by Rookie Sports Pub, located here in the city of Stevens Point. And most importantly, everybody, don't forget, they are right on that famous thoroughfare Business 51. So please stop and visit them where the barrels and digging and gas. They hit a gas line.
A gas line a couple of weeks ago,
What
yeah.
up?
But you know what? The Waggle burgers are so
Yes.
worth the
Okay.
drive.
So we're going to be going there. I can't wink that well. Everybody
You can't wink.
No, I suck. Can you wink? I can't. It's like,
I'm terrible at winking. I think it's more of a guy thing. I don't know. Do you know any women who
Can you
like
wink?
successfully wink? I think we can all wink, but can
I
you
gotta
wink?
do the mouth movement.
Can you wink? Does it even look right coming
No,
from a woman?
it looks really.
It's
I
more of a
can't use
guy,
that
like
word.
a
I
Brad
can't use
Pitt
that
thing or
yeah,
something.
It doesn't look good. It's not Rico Suave.
not a woman
either.
thing.
No. All right, so
I mean, I can only wink with one eye.
Oh, Carl,
I can't at all.
That's it.
That's what
That's
a wink
hilarious.
is.
Well-
That's all a wink is one. What
As
are
long
you
as he
talking
can
about?
do
Yeah,
it
but-
with one eye, not both eyes.
well, like I know some people who can independently wink each eye. I can only do my
Oh
left eye.
no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here would be Trina. Jeez.
For those
Okay.
of you who are listening, Trina is making ridiculous faces
Yeah.
right now. And for those of you who don't know, who was just talking to us, Trina?
That is our amazing. Okay, ready? PR production assistant Carl. Yay! Love this. Love
From
this.
Gradient Technology Consulting.
Yes.
Has
he's
his own
un-
little gig, and he's our amazing production assistant.
We are blessed and lucky and honored to have him. And
Absolutely.
It matters to me so much. Makes a difference. All right. So Rookies, of course, they are open 11 to 9 p.m. serving our amazing Wagyu burger that we're going to go back and do another video on. So please watch. Trivia on Tuesdays, open mic on Wednesdays. And do not forget that banquet hall. It serves 300 in attendance, which he has hundreds throughout the year for weddings, anniversaries, fundraisers. Stop by with 46 beers on draft. Maybe I should start drinking. I think that'd be good.
Oh, God help us if you started drinking.
Can you imagine how much I talk now and don't shush up? PG farm.
We'd put a camera on you.
Okay, I can read this. Well, yeah, I'll let you do the first one. Yeah.
Are we jumping right into the hottest news of the week?
We are. Let her rip. I'll do the. Let's see. Which one should I do? I'll do the next one. Go.
Good night, Irene. I think that's a trivia team name,
It
isn't
is.
it? Good night, Irene.
It is, and they're really good. They're pretty
Okay.
good. We should, Carl, look up, see what they placed.
No, don't make him do
Carl, look it up. They are. I think they're pretty good. Okay, go.
One of the week's most tense conversations happened Monday night, where Stevens Point officials spent nearly 2 hours just discussing two proposed ordinances aimed at preventing people from living in vehicles on city streets and in city-owned lots. Supporters, including Police Chief Ed Orgon and Mayor Mike Wiesa, said the proposals would give officers another tool to address chronic problems involving homelessness, trash, sanitation, and long-term vehicle camping. But opponents argued the ordinance would criminalize homelessness and said the city already has laws on the books to deal with nuisance behavior. After emotional testimony and plenty of debate Among committee members, the committee voted down one proposal and sent another one back to city staff for revisions. We'll have a breakdown of arguments from both sides, including some powerful comments from Chief Organ that has had people talking after the meeting ended, both here later on this show and at spmetrowire.com.
And I actually took the time to watch that one whole hour and then some representation from the City Council YouTube page, and we'll be talking about it. All right, the Hull Fire Department is inviting the community and its annual open house Wednesday, August 19th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the department station on Woyak Memorial Drive. Oh, I miss it down there.
I thought it was pronounced Wojciech Memorial. Am I not Polish enough?
We're going to ask the guest.
Okay,
She
I'm
would know.
sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
I thought it was Woyak, but...
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I don't know. I could be wrong.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Let's find out. We'll ask our guest because she should know this. Well, I would assume. Should, maybe, whatever. The free event will include tours of the fire trucks and rescue equipment, an opportunity to meet local firefighters, and, weather permitting, live fire demonstrations. Oh, wow. Is that new?
Nope.
Oh.
That's a common thing for any fire department open house.
Oh, wow. It's designed to give residents a behind-the-scenes look at how the department serves the community with activities for all ages.
Stevens Point leaders are taking another look at bringing two-way traffic back to parts of downtown Stevens Point, but no decisions have been made yet. Oh, jeez, I jumped ahead too far.
You're okay.
An updated traffic study found the proposal could still work, even after accounting for major projects like the Edgewater redevelopment, the former Shopko site, and other planned development. The concept would restore two-way traffic west of Division Street while reconnecting parts of downtown street grid. City leaders say the next step is gathering feedback from businesses and residents before deciding whether the idea is worth pursuing, especially as the state begins planning future infrastructure on Highway 66 through downtown.
And I did make a call to Scott over the city director on our talk last week about the two-way on Main, and it is just going to be strictly west of Division. So yay, I'm excited about that. All right. The Spash Girls soccer team is being recognized as one of the most sportsmanlike teams in the country. Oh, wow. My kids went to Spash. The Panthers earned the Platinum Team Ethics and Sportsmanship Award. Wow. From the United Soccer Coaches after completing the entire 2026 season without a single player or coach receiving a yellow or red card. Oh my gosh. Spash was one of just 8 teams nationwide and the only one in Wisconsin to earn the honor, all while winning the Wisconsin's Valley Conference Championship. Coach William Loss called the award a testament to the character and respect of his players showed throughout the season. That is beautiful.
Didn't our kids go to school together?
Yeah, they did. They did know each other too. I love Spash. It's just not the same with the construction.
No,
I don't
it's
like
not.
construction.
It's not.
I mean, they did it to benefit the students, but we'll ask our guest that too. It's not the same if she's been there.
We could devote a show to that topic.
Ooh, I'm in.
All right.
We got all these shows. What about maybe we don't have to have a guest every week. We got enough to BS about.
We sure do, but we also need a good name for an after the show show.
Oh yeah, did anyone message us anything?
I don't think so, but
Carl
folks, we
had an
are
idea.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yes, Carl did have an idea, but we are looking for some name ideas for our after the show show. Something that's
After the show.
not necessarily PG-13, something where we can really talk like adults.
Yeah, we can't go Trina and Brandy after dark. I mean, can you imagine where
That
that
sounds
would...
like an adult movie, and I don't think
an adult show. Like you can't
you know,
imagine where that
Trina
would
and Brandy on the couch or something like that. We can't do that. That would attract the wrong audience, and it's not working. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine the comments? Okay, well, you know, hey, if it gets views.
No, we'd have to police that comment section. Like, take off your top button. You know, that would just be really creepy.
Oh, here we go. Where's Chris when we need him to finish the story?
All right, we sat down with Portage County Executive Eric Olson this week for a wide-ranging conversation about what he's been working on during his first few months in office. He says the county is planning for a 3% COLA increase for employees next year while looking for ways to save money through energy efficiency and other operational changes. Olson also shared an update on the new county jail project, which has reached another major design milestone. Before the plans are finalized, he wants to take a hard look at geothermal heating and other energy-saving upgrades that could reduce utility costs for decades. We also had a frank conversation about communication from county government. Olson did acknowledge that departments need to do a better job of sharing important information with local news outlets instead of relying on social media, and says he'll do something about it at the next department meeting.
Love that. All right, the Village of Plover has selected the Boston Company of Marshfield to build its new public safety complex. After receiving 10 competitive bids, the roughly $21 million project includes construction of the new standalone police department and a major expansion and renovation of existing fire station. Wow. Village officials are still deciding whether to include several optional features, including an indoor shooting range. What? Oh my goodness. I will use that. And that staff says it's likely to.
It wouldn't be open to the public. Sorry.
Shoot. Too expensive to justify.
Just say shoot. Oh, shoot. I can't use
That's
their
a
range.
blooper. That's a blooper. Construction is expected to begin later this summer and take about 600 days. And the new complex expected to open in the spring of 2028. Time, slow down, stop. Without further ado,
Ric Flair woos.
I can't.
Just
Okay, I promise.
nuts.
All right, so our guest tonight. Here we go.
Oh, is it guest time already?
Oh yes, I'm so excited.
Time is flying.
They can see the sign, but anyway, she shares my first name. We went to school together, and she is the driving force behind Plover's annual event and co-organizer of the Celebrate Plover. Here is the one and only, woohoo, Trina Sinking.
Woo!
Woo! Hi, Trina.
Hi.
Thank you. How's your drink?
Delicious.
Yay.
I went with the iced chai latte.
Ooh.
Very good.
It smelled delish in my car. I was like, oh, I might steal hers.
Yeah, it's great.
Delicious. Well, thank you for joining us. I know you have to be on your road trip later, so we're going to get her in and get her out, but I'm blessed and honored to have you here.
Yeah. First of all,
Yes.
Brandy,
Oh, gosh, should I
Uh-oh.
run? Do I run?
are you ready for 2 Trinas in one room?
You know, I've worked with both you in different capacities, and you're so different. Didn't
Totally
you go
different.
to SPASH as
I
well?
did.
And
Yep.
what year?
95.
We have 3 95ers sitting at this table right now.
Yeah.
I have to. Wow.
And we get along great. We've been friends, and it's a thing. It's a vibe.
We had 2 Trinas in a class of 870.
We actually had 3.
Yes.
Did we really?
Trina Liebel.
Yes,
oh,
we
maybe
did.
I should just say
Oh,
that.
that's
Oops, sorry.
no. You're right. I remember
Yep.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you for bringing that up, because we were just talking about Spash earlier. We could have a whole show about Spash.
Yeah, we really could.
Have you been there lately?
No, you know,
Since construction.
no, my venture up here alone was,
Up here, from down south.
over.
I mean, I'm south of the track, so you know I am, but it's like
Oh,
this roundabout you got over
I told you.
which roundabout are you referring
the
to?
final
I
score?
knew it. I knew it.
Well, if you like that one, just wait until 4th Avenue gets its roundabout.
It's going to be magical.
I did not understand that.
Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You're kidding.
No. Why do you think I made that comment last week? I was like,
It's-
we just need more roundabout, sidewalk, bike lanes. I mean, not sidewalk.
It's somewhere between 700 and 900 pedestrians a day cross that intersection. UWSP students.
Yeah.
And I'm not a traffic engineer, obviously, but my mama taught me that if it's you versus a vehicle, doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. Guess who's winning that
Yep.
one?
Here's going to be Brandy. Airborne. Dukes of Hazzard.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a little teeny tiny roundabout
I
over there.
told you when I told her how to get here, I was like, well, just wait till you see the amazing, gorgeous roundabout.
So yeah, so that was it was good. So
Stay away from
nonetheless,
the
I'm here.
roundabouts. Yes.
Thank
so
you so much for coming.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe, and how you became the magnificent co-organizer of such an amazing
Yeah.
Celebrate Plover.
First of all, I volunteer for Celebrate Plover. That is not my. We're all volunteers. All of us who are part of the event. But I by day work for our family agricultural potato and vegetable farm. And about 12 years ago, I was approached about this event called Celebrate Plover, and it was new to me. And they asked if I wanted to join the committee. And being that it was at Lake Pacua, that's really where my passion began with it. Lake Pacwa is a park that used to actually belong to my grandparents.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, Clarence and Regina Warzella.
And
They
isn't that where Pacwa is like a conglomeration
Yes.
of three
So
names?
in 1970, what we all know now as I-39, the highway, that used to be Highway 51 before it became Interstate
Yeah.
39, right? But in 1970, they were building that and they needed fill. So they dug 2 lakes, I guess, along that I-39 corridor. One is just north of Pacwa, just north of Metro Market on Hoover and Plover. That's one of the lakes there. Lake Clary,
Yeah.
Clarence,
It's
Regina.
beautiful. Yeah.
And then Lake Pacwa, they dug that out and they needed that to build the highway. And there were 3 landowners in the area, the Poggles, the Calkins, and the Warzellas. And that is how the name Pacwa came to be.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes,
Oh, my
P-A-C-A.
goodness.
It's W-O, Warzella, but W-A is how it came to be.
gosh.
So it was renamed to Lake Pacwa. And so my grandparents owned the park, and they used to rent it to the Plover Whiting Lions Club for $1 a year.
Yeah.
And for those of us that are old enough to remember, there used to be something called Golden Sands Festival.
That's what I was trying to look up.
It was a 3-day event. I can tell you, I personally saved all of my chore money, babysitting money,
Yeah.
like everything to go to the Golden Sands Festival and play the Midway games and go on the
Oh,
carnival
gosh,
rides. And,
yes.
you know, it was great. They had a parade. They had chicken dinner. They had, I mean, it was just fantastic.
I missed the parade.
We can
A lot
talk
of
about
people
that.
do,
We
yeah.
can,
We're gonna
be
we
getting-
can talk about that.
We're gonna be bringing that back.
Yeah.
folks.
And so then the Lions Club, you know, it's hard to get volunteers. And so I think the Plover Whiting Lions Club, they put the Golden Sands Festival on hold a little bit. And it stopped. And then it was rejuvenated in the 90s as Freedom Fest. And so that came back, and when that came back, it came back with big names like Patty Loveless was there, the
I
Mavericks
know.
were there. There were some pretty big names
Yeah,
there, right? Like,
right.
was it my country line dancing days? No judgment.
I have memories
remember.
there as well, and it was a big thing.
It was a big
for
thing.
Plover.
Yeah, it was a really big
just-
thing. And so, you know, remember the mall was there. You
Yep.
had the manufactured
discounter.
direct
Rainbow
mall, Rainbow
Falls.
Falls was all
Yeah.
there. So that was all there.
Yeah.
So then that eventually ended as well. And then how Celebrate Plover actually came to be, if you remember, before Post Road was redesigned,
Yep.
there used to be Sandy's Bar
Yep.
on Post Road. And Sandy really wanted an event back in Plover. And so she used to hold a golf outing. And she, for a couple years, took all the proceeds from that golf outing and approached the village and said, I'd like to have an event back in Plover.
Oh my goodness.
That's how Celebrate Plover came to be.
I did not know
Now,
that.
Celebrate Plover this year is actually its 14th year. I've only been on it for 12. But so it's been with the community for 14 years. And it started very small as a one-day event. The very first year I started 12 years ago, it was a whopping 53 degrees at the end of July.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
freezing cold, yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was very cold. But you know, we've grown it. It's expanded. It's now a 2-day event, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
one of my questions. How did it become?
Yeah,
2
well,
days?
we have also one thing that we also need to talk about that's so important to Celebrate Plover is the 5K team, right?
Sure.
So the past, how many years has it been open? The splash pad and the ADA playground there, right? So
23.
yeah,
I
because
was
I
gonna
think the
say-
band show was 2018, and then you know we had COVID,
Yeah.
and I mean,
So
so,
that was
I think maybe it was
2020.
22, maybe. So there was a group of folks that came together and said, Plover needs this, right? We need something
Right.
that's ADA. We need something that's all inclusive. If you build it, they will
They
come.
will come.
So all of that fundraising happened.
2022.
And, yeah. And so then the 5K team and all of those volunteers and who work at that, every year when all of their profits go back directly into making that splash pad better, right? So whether it's updating the swings that are there, right now they're actually fundraising for some ADA workout equipment to be at Paqua, right? That will be able to be used by different stations that anybody can
Yeah.
use. So that's huge too. I mean, that's an amazing group that puts that on. But that actually used to be held on its own day a couple weeks before Celebrate Plover. And then we just joined forces. So now it's the kickoff to Celebrate Plover, and it's an amazing event. And it's, if you've never seen it, if you're not one to participate in a 5K, go see it. It's amazing.
I know quite a bit of people who do partake in that, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a whole movement, and they come back year after year.
Yeah.
So wow, I
Yeah,
love
and
that.
you know, it's the walk, run, and roll. So I mean,
Yep.
you don't got to run it, you don't got to walk it. I mean, if if you're in a wheelchair and you want to do it, I mean, they have My Team Triumph who comes. It's a great thing.
Should we do it next year? The 5K?
I'm in.
It's a great thing.
I am
We could
in.
push each other in a wheelbarrow or
Hey,
something. Or
I'm in trouble. I'm gonna have to really start now because my daughter's got me doing the 27 Walk Wisconsin. She just did
Oh,
that.
have fun.
seriously? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be there every mile, taking pictures and video. It's gonna be epic.
I'll be bawling by 10 miles. I'll be bawling. So I don't know. We'll maybe do our rollerblades or skates.
But it's grown every single
Every year.
year.
It's- Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. It's it's just a great thing for Plover. I mean, it's got a car show on Friday night. We've got entertainment.
It just keeps getting bigger and better. And
There's a fish fry this year.
a what?
On Friday, they're having a
What?
fish fry.
what?
Casey's are doing fish fry. It's limited number because
We buy tickets.
Nope, it's and you
First
buy it
come,
and then when
first
it's gone,
serve,
it's
or-
gone. Yep. Fish fry Friday.
Tell me where's that going to be at?
That will be at
the
Lake Paqua.
pavilion?
Yep, it's going to be at the
Okay.
the food on Friday will only be out of the main Warzella shelter, the pavilion there, put
And
on by
who's putting that on?
the Knights of Columbus, the St. Branislava group.
Oh,
They're
that's
the ones
fabulous.
that actually are in that food stand all weekend long.
Okay.
The food's unbelievable. And that's another thing is that building.
Yeah.
And then how they revamped it. We rented it before they redid it for
sure.
my son's graduation.
Yeah.
You know, for myself, I lived right down the road.
Yeah.
And so I grew up swimming in Lake Paqua and
Yep.
picking up my little girlfriend who lived down the road. And there we went, my best friend and I, and
Yeah.
and we went swimming. And so to see it now, and see families. I know my daughter's friends, they're taking their kids and
Absolutely.
swimming. And
Absolutely.
it's just
Well,
a
and now they have
momentous
the
thing.
life jackets are there.
Yeah.
It's great.
And you can swim in it.
Yes.
For the longest time, you could not because of the state law
Yep.
about how we could treat water bodies chemically. And now that the splash pad is there, the water that comes
Yep.
dumping out of that giant bucket goes into the water.
Yep.
Goes into Lake Paqua.
Yeah.
So they're cleaning it little by little every
Yeah.
year.
Do they test it and check it like with
DNR
this
does.
Yeah,
lovely?
the DNR does. Yeah, they.
weather?
I think every week there's something out there about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Good.
the water quality. So I mean, it's the park for such a long time, really before 2018, was only really utilized by a limited number of organizations, rarely. So now to see it, even. It's with the splash pad. I mean, every day you drive by in the summer, it's packed.
It is.
Oh, there's
know,
so
so-
many
It is.
people there.
It's such a great resource to this community.
We're gonna need more parking.
Yeah.
We were there for a ribbon cutting, and I was like, "Oh my
Let's
gosh,
talk
we're-
about parking.
all these!"
Yeah.
Oh, don't even. Not in the city. We're talking to my hometown.
No.
I know.
You are amazing in that. Was it last year or the year before you started with golf carts?
Last year.
And that was amazing, especially if you have all this camera gear that you're lugging in and out. So
Yeah.
golf carts took me back to my car, but we couldn't find my car.
Well,
That took a while.
I think that's what you use that little
Thingy
thing
dinger.
on your fob.
Did you stop? You both said thingy dinger at the same time.
I said fob.
See, I can't.
Trina, we got you, Brandy. We'll find
Yeah.
your car.
Yes, we have golf carts again this year.
Can you see it, Brandy? We're looking for such a car. Right
I'm just gonna tie a flag to my antenna or something.
would
so
be-
it's like
Hey, Trina,
super-
can I get on stage right now? Excuse me, the band. Halt.
Yeah, so they'll have that Friday night and then running on Saturday as well. Yep.
One of the other interesting things, at least that I've seen about that Celebrate Plover, is we have other large scale community events in the summer, Riverfront Rendezvous and so on. One thing that I've noticed that kind of sets Lake Paqua or Celebrate Plover apart is that the businesses who sponsor this thing, the village doesn't put a dime into it. There's no municipal money. Yes, there's public works people and we pay their salary, who help, and parks people and municipal employees helping. But direct payments, the village doesn't put any money into this event. This is private donations and donations from
100%.
businesses, and average Joes off the street can just kick in $5 if they want to.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about your sponsors?
Absolutely, and I mean you said it correctly, Brandy. I mean this event is 100% sponsored by local businesses and organizations, and we are so thankful for their generosity. So we've got some of our major sponsors, I guess. That
This year, maybe we could read them off.
yeah, I mean we've got Central Door Solutions,
Yeah.
the Plover CVB. The Edward J. Oakray Foundation, Food and Farm Exploration Center, McCain, Monogram Foods, Point Precision, and Warzella and Sons Potatoes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Almost all of those are locally owned and operated.
Yeah,
In Plover.
in Plover. Yeah,
That's unbelievable.
yeah, it's amazing.
To-
It's
to- and the bands and the stuff that you bring in and what you're able to have available is
Right.
unbelievable. It's not just this quick, like,
I have a comment about the band. So I've noticed in years past.
oh no.
No. This is a good thing. I noticed in years past because I'm like I'm a skeptic, right? I'm like it's too good to be true. Where's the I'm always that's just my nature, and I noticed that in between the bands, I don't know if you still do this, but in between the live music, they were like playing Frank Sinatra.
oh yes, we did have
big
yes.
band, and I thought to myself,
Yeah.
that's why you don't have a bunch of stumbling drunks getting woo, crazy and nuts. And I was with family that year, and everyone remarked about it's almost a calming effect
Yeah.
on the crowd.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Was that intentional?
Yeah,
or-
we for many years, Pat Keller actually used to do our little crooning for us. He used to do between our afternoon entertainment and then our headliner on Saturday. Yeah, and so this year we actually have acoustic duo coming in, Kaylin Cole and Matthew Paul. They'll be doing kind of that filler from 6 to 8, just real acoustic, low key. But it'll be great. I'm excited
Beautiful.
to hear him. Yeah.
So it's some nice music in the background, and people don't get all crazy like they're at a Metallica show, Pantera, or getting nuts and stupid drunk and things like that.
Yeah.
So- and another interesting thing about it is this is not a place where you get a lot of foot traffic. People have to get in a car. Most people, anyway, have to get into a car to go to Lake Pacwa.
Yep.
So it's different than many other community events where you can just walk. I think you have a different quality
Yeah.
of people coming into an event like this.
Yeah, I mean it's free. I mean that's let's kind of talk about that. So
No
if
part. You don't have to pay for
you don't
parking.
have to pay for
right?
parking. You don't have to pay to get in. You don't. I mean we that's all part of those sponsors that help allow us to do this, right? Like if you've never been to Celebrate Plover, the children's activities. I can tell you almost every year somebody will say, "Well, where do I go buy tickets?" And it's like, "Nope, you
Sure.
Oh,
just go
wow.
enjoy it," right? I mean, from 11 to 8, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., all those inflatables are free. We have stuff this year for the older
That's
kids.
Unbelievable.
Right.
What
and
kind
then,
of stuff for older kids?
Oh, now you're going to really
Well,
make me
just
think.
an
Yeah, I
example
mean,
or two.
I wish I had that list with me. Not inflatables, but it'll be. I don't
Like
know
the
if-
jumpy house, bounce house.
Well, that's like
type-
for the littles,
Yeah,
and the
little
toddlers.
ones, but-
I don't know if they kind of got like that bungee jumping.
They have
Oh,
a
that's
rock
right.
wall.
I don't know if we have a.
rock
And there was a
wall.
Velcro
Yeah.
Right?
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean,
And a
there's
rock
other stuff.
Velcro
There was something else.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't head up every committee, so I don't
No,
know.
That's okay.
And
So
that's okay.
That's
No,
okay.
But
yeah.
I guess like if they're one of our
It's
questions
not just
was
for like the 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds,
Right.
right? It's all for
family oriented.
Yeah. And then the Boys and Girls Club of Portage County, they're going to run like some little midway games. We've got some Celebrate Plover temporary tattoos. We'll have some face painting. Yeah, we're pretty excited about
So
it.
like if you're a first time visitor coming to the event,
Never been to Celebrate Plover.
What is some advice for you? You do have a schedule.
Yeah, I do. I mean, the best place for all the information is on Facebook. Celebrate Plover is the best, most up to date information, right, of everything going on. But if you've never been there, we have like 14 different food vendors, right?
Holy
So not
cow.
only do we have food at the main shelter.
Does that get bigger every year? I feel like there was a lot, but not.
Yeah, I mean,
That's great.
You know,
That's
we've got
options.
power resources. I mean, even though we've enhanced
Yeah.
the park there with that the parking lot on Hoover there are some limitations for power. Generators can be loud, so sometimes you want to minimize that, right? So we look into how we do the food vendors, and we try to stay in line with what other local communities do too. So 14 different food vendors. So there's one new thing this year is we're going to have some Mexican food. We haven't had that in the past. So
That's right.
So
We're
that'll
gonna
be
go
new.
together. We're going.
So it's good. It's we try to make sure that the lines aren't too long, and if we see that the lines are getting longer, then we have to reevaluate for the next year, right? And then we've got running during the day on Friday we've got the car show, right? So if you've never been there, so the cruise in this year is actually going to be all the car show folks are going to meet at the Food and Farm parking lot, and then they're going to come on Exploration Way, and they're going to head north on Hoover, and then they're going to be into that parking lot there. So a really small cruise in.
Okay.
And then we've got Jerry Schmidt playing on Friday night. So that'll be good. The 5K, of course, come out and support that, the fish fry. And then on Saturday, we've got the volleyball tournament. I think he's looking for a couple more teams to open up another,
good to
to
know.
add another net. So that you can find on Facebook as well by going to Celebrate Plover. If nobody's ever been to Celebrate Plover, there's an area. Now, the market vendors and all the businesses this year are going to be on the south side of the park.
Okay.
So in years previous, they
Yeah.
were always at the north end
Yeah.
of the park.
By the Lions.
Nope, like towards Maple.
Okay.
Yeah, they were
Gotcha.
up there. So now this year, they're all going to be on the south end. Sorry, Carl. They're all going to be on the south end of the park. So all the parking is on the south end of the park. So everybody's going to be going past all those vendors, so they'll be able to see them.
Okay.
So marketplace, really, if you're not sure what that is, that's home-based businesses, crafters,
Makers.
makers. Yep,
Sure.
that's what they're selling. And then the business expo, they're not selling, but they are rather highlighting what they can offer the community and you as a consumer.
And they have tons of swag, so bring a bag.
Tons of swag, right? Right.
Free corporate gifts
Yeah,
galore.
yeah, it's good. And then we always do the Veterans Tribute in the morning. And then right after that, we have Dance Dynamics. They're a dance company in Plover. So those tiny little dancers put on a performance right at the band shell. And also this year in the North Tent, so just by the kids' activities, we've got House of Storm is going to be performing at 1 o'clock. They're going to do a performance. Then we've got some afternoon entertainment. Soul Whiskey will be there.
Oh,
And then that's at 2 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we've got our little acoustic duo, Kaylin Cole and Matthew Paul. And then at 8 o'clock, we have Outlawed this year. And then, of course, like the highlight of Celebrate Plover that everybody talks about is the fireworks show.
Is it the same company doing the show this year that's been doing it in the past?
It is not.
Oh.
A different vendor this year?
It is.
Oh.
Our not to fret.
Okay.
I was gonna say they have the best fireworks show.
Not to fret.
Plover is often thought of as
It's my
They are.
favorite.
They are.
Yeah.
It
better
will
one.
be.
Okay.
It is the best fireworks show.
Sunday night.
It is the best fireworks show in central Wisconsin. I will tell you that.
Whatever are you talking about, Trina?
But let me just tell you, Brandy, unfortunately, the vendor that we've had for 14 years, he became ill.
Oh, that's too bad.
And so he was not, he notified us last year.
Okay.
So trust me, it was much as a shock to
Well,
to
thanks
me as
to
it was
their
to you.
family
It
and
was
his-
not because we chose a different
Vendor.
route, right? We
Can you
would
tell
have.
us about the new vendor, the new fireworks contractor, or don't want to do that yet?
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay, it's okay.
But one of the things that people have talked about historically is how it's kind of choreographed to music.
It will be.
and
It's unbelievable.
the mid-lake,
The water display.
the water display.
Yeah, I
That's,
mean, what I can tell you is that this company, I mean, they are top notch.
Okay.
They do professional football, professional baseball,
Oh my
so we're good.
concerts,
goodness.
indoor,
We're good.
outdoor.
We're good.
Um,
we good. We good.
We do football.
I mean,
we're good.
Trina,
Yeah, I
is
mean-
there anything else at the Celebrate Plover that you can't? I mean, besides getting some famous people, or I mean, you've got it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's a really really great event, and it certainly would not be possible with all the hands that make it happen, right?
It's-
Like I'm
it's
just here
unbelievable.
promoting the event.
Sure.
I'm a I'm a co-organizer, but there's so many people that they don't see behind the scenes,
And the
right?
yard signs, the
Yeah,
people
I
that
mean,
pick them up. And,
Well, you've got our public works department that, I mean, they make sure that, the park is is beautiful and pristine, and they're picking it up, and you know, you can see the seasonal help all day picking up trash, making sure it's clean because the bathrooms are clean, the porta potties are clean. We want people to come to Celebrate Plover and say that's a really, really nice event, and I feel safe. It's clean. I always got to clean. You know, if I go sit under the tent to eat my dinner or whatever, there's not ketchup on my chair. Like, we just want people to be. We just pride ourselves on making sure that it's just run fantastic. And then, you know, you've got the EMS, you've got the fire department, the police department, like all the volunteers that work to make it successful.
I think we need to give a shout out to Scott Clem,
Oh my gosh, yeah,
the
and
public
Jake,
works
and
director.
I mean, yeah,
and
I mean,
know
they're
they don't want the attention, but they so deserve it.
they so
because
deserve it.
They do so much.
It's
and
all the little behind
And
the
you know, they've got
scenes, yeah.
tournaments running
Yep.
that
Yeah.
weekend. I mean, there's a lot of ball tournaments, you know,
Yeah.
and let's, I mean, you've got PWIA. They
Yeah.
run the beverage, you know, our beverage stand. Plus, they've got their own tournaments.
And they're
Everybody.
friendly. They're so
Yeah.
friendly. I don't drink, but like even just to go get a soda pop or whatever.
Right.
We were with some family friends. We go every year, and they're fun to see familiar faces, people we know, and every.
It
it's-
is
That we
kinda
went
like
to
a
school with.
reunion.
It's like a
for a lot of people.
I could name
Yeah.
off so many names. I'm like I think you and I talk. I'm like, I go there to see such and such and so and so. That's our yearly check-in. How you doing? How's
And,
the kids?
you know, it's also, I see tons of village elected officials there every single year,
Yeah.
and not just the electeds. You'll
business
see-
owners.
You'll see business owners.
Yep.
You'll see secretaries of the village
Yep.
offices.
Yep.
Village President Gary Wolf.
Yep.
Steve Kuntz, the village.
Yeah.
You see all these people manning a beer tent,
Parking.
or doing something to
and the
help.
sponsors and their families and their grandkids,
Yeah.
they're all there.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And
It's a thing.
everyone's friendly and I just love it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is a new parking lot there this year that was not there last year, over kind of by the pickleball courts.
That was there last year.
That parking lot was there last year.
It was closed off,
That okay,
and it will be
So we
closed
have-
off again this year
Okay, okay.
Okay.
for safety,
Is there
pedestrian
gonna
safety.
Be like it's not going to be used at all because
There's only like 20 some spots in that lot anyway.
because
No,
Okay.
it won't be.
Okay.
It is merely for pedestrian safety because
Got it.
remember, all of the parking now is south of the park.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we allow parking in that strip that runs east-west,
Mm-hmm.
it's not safe because you've got all the pedestrians coming into the park from the south. That's by design. That's the one lot that will be 100% closed off.
and then there's a little bit different of design of the park. They've got those large boulders, those decorative boulders.
That's by design
lining-
too.
And it's kind of like guiding people how
That's a
they
good thing,
should
then.
enter
Yeah,
the park.
because
It's a thing.
it gets
I mean,
really
it's-
foot traffic,
Yeah.
crazy busy after the fireworks and families and kids.
Well, and if you
yeah.
remember in years past where those boulders were, we had vehicles.
Yep.
Yep.
That was by
Big,
design
heavy
as well,
equipment
right?
and stuff,
Because
yeah.
it's all about safety,
Sure.
right?
Especially
don't-
these days, we have to be a little
It's all about
creative with
safety.
how we're thinking about
I
being safe.
really don't want you to head out without talking about this parade.
Well, so let's
parade.
talk about that because I've got some time.
I was in the parade.
So,
Memories.
because I do want to address that. You know, when I first joined the committee, I will tell you, I was all about this has to be just like it was for Golden Sands Festival.
Yeah.
We have to have a parade. We have to have a carnival ride. And I could sense the reaction I got when I brought that up because I was new, right? And I was green to it. But I have come to, first of all, with the carnival ride, the rides, they are expensive. They really are. And we have sponsors that fund this event. And if we were going to want to offer carnival rides for free or even heavily discounted, we would need a lot more fundraised dollars,
And
right?
insurance coverage.
Well, but I mean, there's so many other events around Celebrate Plover that have carnival rides, and we're
Yeah.
okay not. Okay, so it's
I get that.
expensive, and for families to come and spend a lot of money for 15 minutes of, a ride,
right.
it's a big ask, especially today. I mean, things are expensive. So we pride ourselves on offering free youth activities, and it's not carnival rides. And I hope the community understands that, but that's really our reasoning behind it. We want families to come and not feel like they have to spend a lot of money
Oh yeah, I get it.
for
I
something
get
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other fairs going on that offer that, and that's okay.
Yeah.
As far as the parade, we have discussed this at great length. One of the biggest challenges is it is very difficult for those of you that remember the parade. It used to go north-south on Hoover Avenue, or it went north-south on Post Road, and then it came to Highway B and down Hoover to Pacoa. Those are major 4-lane roads now, right? So it's not like up in Tomahawk or Minocqua where you can just close down
Downtown.
major roads, right? Because then you have to offer an alternate route for traffic. So this has been discussed at great length. And, you know, it's not saying that it's not a possibility, but it also entails volunteers, right? And then you got to come and make sure it's safe for people. You got to get people to be in their float, and where are you going to park them, and like what's the path, and is it long enough? Because we've talked about it, and it's never off the table. I mean, Brandy, you yourself mentioned Scott, right? I mean, he will take any idea and he will try to make it work. You know what I mean? It's just traffic is different now.
And where to
there's-
park and where you
There's so many
how
busy,
to get there.
Yeah, there's so many busy roads going to Pacoa that it's not, well, the committee doesn't want to do it. Trust me, we talk about it.
And it's a really big, busy main thoroughfare. I mean,
It is.
become what do you want?
Well, there's all the
Corridor,
truck
it's
traffic
huge.
Corridor,
and
It's huge.
Yeah,
semi trucks. Where are you going to reroute?
how do
Yeah.
you shut
No,
down
it's-
traffic?
right.
You'd almost
know?
have to have it on the back way of Menards there, that back road.
But that's not even really long. I mean,
No.
we've talked about Maple.
Yep.
I mean, but where do you line them up?
Where do
because
you
then you've
start?
got,
Yep.
you know,
you got another main.
you got a roundabout at 54. I mean,
Yeah.
so please don't think that we haven't
no
talked about
Yeah.
it. It's just
Well, thanks
how
for
do you
being-
make it how do you make it work?
I appreciate your candidacy and sharing with us and our viewers. It's been talked about, and a lot of people ask about it, and not so much the carnival rides, because you're right. There's a lot of other but
Opportunities for families to
Yeah.
go enjoy those, right?
And Panacea's not that far after.
Right, and you've got Amherst.
That's right.
we
You've
go
got
to
Rochelle.
Rochelle. I
You've
take
got
my-
right.
we go
Wausau.
to Rochelle.
So I mean, so you've got so many different
Yeah.
opportunities to do that. But you know, I'm glad that you brought up some of the things from the old Golden Sands, because I myself was like, why aren't we doing this? But it involves a lot to make it happen.
Well, we just got to be grateful and thankful and just honored that you guys are doing what you're doing, because that's my hometown and
Yeah.
born and raised right down the road from there. And it just really, really means a lot. I think we've kind of covered everything. Is there anything you're
I
thinking?
mean, hit me with anything you want. I'm
trying
here.
to think. The
something
spelling
we
of that
missed?
word. That spelling, if it was Woyak.
It's Wojcik Memorial in Hull, right?
Oh, are we talking about something outside of
I was
Plover?
going to say, why would
I-
she know that?
Well, you just don't know. I'm used to Woyak. Woyak.
How's it spelled?
WOJCIK.
CIK.
I've
would've
always
said
heard
Woyak.
it. The fire chief pronounced it Wojcik Memorial.
Wojak.
See, and I would say like Wojciech.
Wojak. All right,
But
somebody
you know
clear.
what? It's like the
Somebody
way,
call in and
you-
tell
you
me
know-
somebody what it is.
You know how
You got any comments,
Fire
Carl?
Chief Mark Deaver pronounces
Yeah.
the word ambulance?
No, but I am going to ask him on Monday
Ambulance.
when I see him.
Ambulance.
Okay.
Ambulance.
So maybe it's one of those things. Maybe some people pronounce it Wojcik, maybe some pronounce it Wojcik, and
Yeah.
maybe it just depends on what part
What
of
side of the
Portage County
tracks
you're
you're on.
from. Like
I'm
if
gonna
you're
say
from
this.
Almond.
I'm going to say I'm from on the south side of the tracks.
Sheriff
my
Mike Lucas
county.
is from Almond, and he says, no, it's pronounced Elmond.
I'm going to text you
And
once in a while.
I've
Heading to
never-
the south side of the tracks of Portage County, Wisconsin.
Never heard
It's
that
gonna be a
before
thing.
today.
You never
heard
I've
that?
never heard that
Yeah.
before today.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
good.
the expression wrong side of the tracks, of course. I've never heard, I'm from the south side of the tracks before. But my world was very small when I was a kid. I didn't get out much.
Well, I love Plover, and it is near and dear to my heart. So having you on and then
Yeah.
following Chris Brooks the other week.
I
and-
have an issue with Plover Village government, and I will bring this up only because I have brought it up.
Yeah,
with
I'm
these
like,
guys.
I'm going to scooch out
No,
my seat.
You gotta go anyway.
I promise it's family friendly. It's not controversial at all. Plover doesn't have any damn controversy. The most controversial.
Isn't it great?
No.
It is
Is
great.
there a bazinga card
I just did
throw in
the-
there?
Drum roll.
From a human perspective, absolutely. From someone who's talking with these people, it's so wonderful and so easy. But from a journalist perspective, I'm like,
We're so boring.
no one is going to click on this story. Plover board gets along again. You know, what am I supposed to do? So I jokingly say to the village president and the village administrator, I will give you guys $1,000 if you just like start throwing tomatoes at each other. Do something fun. The most controversy you see in the village of Plover is when the chicken ordinance came up.
Oh,
Or the ATV UTV ordinance. People lost their minds
They did.
over the chicken ordinance. It was almost like the village was proposing that we keep T-Rexes in our backyard. I mean, people lost it. They went nuts. And I think everyone in village board knows there are plenty of people who are already keeping chickens. They're just being very discreet, and their neighbors don't know. See, it's okay. The world didn't come to an end. Dogs and cats are not living together. It's not mass hysteria. But they're so darn efficient.
yeah.
There's no ego, or
No.
very little ego at least. They talk everything out. They don't come in there with personal attitudes and personal, well, we need to get this project. I told my constituents I would do this. And it's one of the very few local governments where you see that.
Yep.
It's called
And
respect.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
I mean, it's the south side of the tracks.
I'm gonna say, hey, Brandy, did you go to South? This is gonna be a thing on the show. Did you go to the south side of the tracks of Portage County, Wisconsin?
Stop that. We're just talking about an after the show that doesn't
gonna be
sound
a
like
thing,
an adult
you
film.
dinger.
We're trying
Sounds
to
like
figure
this
out.
should be after the show.
Maybe she's gonna go have a couple
No.
drinks. She needs out of here. She's got to be somewhere. I've actually
No,
been
it-
told time consistent here.
You know, I mean, thank you, Brandy, for saying that because I agree with you. I mean,
Yeah.
Plover there's no ego. There is no,
Right.
they do work together and
Yeah.
and everyone is heard, right? But my pitch for Celebrate Plover is if there is anybody out there who wants to join a committee,
Yeah, how do they reach you?
come to Celebrate Plover's Facebook page, celebrateplover@gmail.com. Like,
Do they have to live in Plover?
nope.
Okay.
No, they need to be passionate about it, need to follow through,
You got to show up and not
gotta
in
show
pajama
up.
pants.
right?
Do you want a sponsor? Do they have to be in Plover?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
Good.
Nope.
Good to know. More sponsors would
Yeah.
be great too.
I mean, it's it's all good. But the more volunteers we have, the more we can offer because we're always looking to do something new and different. And a couple years ago, we attempted to do hot air balloons.
oh,
Those
wow.
those are picky as heck.
Yeah.
It's
I
got to
mean,
be just the right
Oh,
weather.
it's
Yeah.
the first year we had them, it was too windy, so I don't even think they went up.
No, probably not.
I don't
And the
remember.
next year,
Yeah,
wasn't there
we
like
tried
a
them for 2 years.
storm and-
Yeah, and
yeah.
then there was a storm, and they went up on Friday. They couldn't fly on Saturday, and then we're done with balloons. And then the next year, it would have been perfect.
Of course.
This year we thought about doing the kites that
Oh,
I've seen over
they're
in Crossroads
beautiful.
Commons.
Yeah.
They require a lot of acres.
They
Oh,
do because those
wow.
kites are
A
enormous.
lot of acres.
I
They're
did not know
enormous
that.
kites.
I did not either. I did not know that either. So we're
There's a
always
lot
looking
of
for-
water, but
I mean, we're looking for a lot of.
Well, the kites themselves are huge.
They're huge.
yeah, and who would have
So-
thought when you see them up there? But
We
they're,
covered
yeah.
them
right?
a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
I mean,
just enormous.
we're always looking for new innovative things to bring. We'll have some big rigs on display at the south end of the park this year again. So
What about a
kids
water
will-
balloon fight?
With some local,
like
kinda
between you two?
Hey!
Oh, I'm in. I do not have a good aim, but that would
Well,
be
there- you
fun.
know,
Well, I mean,
There
if
was-
anybody's willing to run a bags tournament, we've all
Sure.
kind of talked about all
Yeah.
this stuff. So there's plenty of space to do stuff.
We'll be there next
just-
year. We'll figure
We need-
something.
we need the
balloon
people.
fight.
Or not a dunk tank, but like a real one. Those hurt too. Those can. Oh.
What, the water balloons?
Yeah.
I have plenty of padding. I'll be okay. I'm a very self-aware lady. It's okay. I can
Well, we're
take
going to
a
be
water
talking
balloon
and
hit.
we're going to be doing things
Yeah.
together. I'm really looking forward to it. And I cannot, again, honest to goodness, near and dear to my heart is
Yeah.
Plover, Wisconsin. And can't thank you for everything
Absolutely.
everyone is doing for Celebrate
Yeah.
Plover.
Yes.
We as a county and a community are honored and blessed and yada yada to have you doing what
Yada,
you're
yada.
doing. I don't even know. I could just
the
rave.
the volunteers, the
Yes.
police, the
It's
fire, the
yes.
medics.
amazing.
the-
Take your families. Oh, I
Public
do have one more
Works.
question. Why and what and how does it fall the weekend of the month that you host it and have it?
It's always the last Friday and Saturday of July. That's what was set upon 14 years ago.
Okay.
So that's just that's what the originating committee 14 years ago stumbled
Decided.
upon.
So remember that.
Dan
Yeah.
Mahoney, when Dan Mahoney was part of Celebrate
The
Clover.
administrator.
Yeah, former administrator Dan Mahoney. He said that was intentional, so there was no appearance to be competing with Riverfront Rendezvous.
It's easy to remember,
Correct.
too.
So,
You know,
yeah.
and unfortunately, there are other communities in the surrounding areas that have events that we were not aware of.
Well, you can't. I mean,
It wasn't
you can't avoid that.
intentional to,
No.
you know,
Right.
take somebody else's weekend.
right?
That's just what happened.
Sure.
Well, that's a good way to remember it for our viewers. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you're off. Can you give a
I
little
am.
hint what you're off to?
Well, I am on my own little road trip for maybe something coming up in the future at Celebrate Clover. So,
you
And
go,
we
girl.
look forward to some kind of possibly working with Celebrate Clover
yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Keep
I'm
those
excited.
conversations going.
We're going to
Could
be
be
doing
epic.
some things. We're going to be
Okay.
doing some things. Well, good luck tonight. Stay safe with the Ucky fire,
smoke.
and everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Hey,
It was
thanks.
great
Thanks
to
for
see
coming.
you. Enjoy your drink.
Yes, thank you.
And let me know if you ever want to come back. You are always welcome,
This
Trina.
was fun. I'd love to have.
I
it
love
back.
having a Trina, and it went
Oh,
good. Look at
God.
Carl. Here comes
Can
Carl.
you just imagine having a second Brandy
Oh,
here?
have fun. Keep me posted how it goes because I'd like to do that as well.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to head out with that with the police and fire for this week is brought to you by Graffiti Sports Pub. Out of Stevens Point, the #1 bar with outstanding pub and food with a party vibe fueled by sports on large screen TVs, multiple. They're beautiful. I don't know how he gets them that big. With the amazing brisket. I mean, how do you put
Did
it?
you just say you don't know how he gets the TV screens?
That's an after show. Don't.
How does he make
Don't
the
ask.
TV
Don't ask.
screens
It's a
so
whole
big?
wall of a bar, and it's just phenomenal. So sorry for the after show comments. All right, let's.
So I do have. I know you asked me this way at the show.
'Kay.
Way at the beginning of the show. But who's Irene, and why are we saying goodnight to her?
Good night, Irene. It's just a thing I picked up probably from trivia, from covering their team or something.
Yeah. So I did want to give Trina the answer.
For Pete's sake.
Yeah. So from the WWSP 90 FM
Yep.
World's Largest Trivia Contest, they placed 57th place.
Out of
I believe
200 something is it?
289.
So that's pretty
that's
good.
it? Only that?
I
Well,
know.
you know, when we were growing up, it was
400
900 teams. It
I
was
don't
really a
know.
lot.
I do know some. Oh, we got to figure this out now for next week and make it.
Well, so 13 places, 13 teams tied for 289th place.
Yeah. Okay.
That's still a lot of
So-
teams.
Well, there you
So
go.
that's-
There's the answer to your question.
yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. All right. Well, thank you for clarifying. Gosh, you're-
Excellent research.
I love
Carl.
having Carl like being able to access that information. Carl, look it up. All right. Let her rip with your police and fire.
A former SPASH assistant track coach who served with the program from March 2018 through June 2026 is being held on a $100,000 cash bond after being charged with child enticement, grooming a child for sexual activity, and sexual intercourse with a child 16 or older. During Tuesday's bond hearing, a Portage County judge said the allegations placed the case in a different category because of their seriousness, although the 35-year-old has no prior criminal record. Prosecutors allege he groomed and sexually assaulted a teenage girl over several months. Isaac Vasquez remains in the Portage County Jail and is scheduled to return to court on August 17. In other crime news this week, a Stevens Point man is being held on a $250 cash bond after prosecutors say he walked naked into a stranger's home, then later showed up also naked at another nearby residence. Police say 42-year-old Nathan Vojdalevich entered a home on Vine Street on July 10, where the homeowner told officers he made bizarre statements to her before she fled the home in fear to call 911 at a neighbor's home. Investigators later found him near Schmeekley Reserve and say his personal belongings left behind at the home helped identify him. He faces charges including criminal trespass, lewd and lascivious behavior, and disorderly conduct, and is also due back in court on August 17. And that's all we have for Crime This Week. You can find more at spmetrowire.com.
Again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our Red Hot Takes YouTube channel. You can also download our weekly episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and other major platforms. And Brandy has, I was typing up my Red Hot Take, and then we chatted a little bit, and she was typing it up. I said, okay, we're kind of going with the same vibe thing here, so I'll just follow up on your Red Hot Take, because I think it would have been...
Totally independently.
It would have been
know what each other
no.
was.
It would have been a lot of redundancy. So hit her, and I got lots to talk about.
Well, this is all about Monday night's Public Policy and General Government Committee. By the way, that's a stupid name for a committee. It used to be called the far more appropriate Public Protection Committee, but changing the name merely opened the door for additional legislation and bigger overreach in city government. But I digress. I'm interested in remembering what happened Monday night, not because of the proposed ordinances, which were both dealing with living in vehicles on city property and appear to target the city's homeless population. Honestly, I think both of the proposed ordinances needed to go back. There wasn't a staff memo explaining them. The city attorney who drafted them was on vacation, so nobody could answer any of the legal questions that committees were asking. It was really irresponsible to even bring it forward without all of these protections in place. Even the committee members, who seemed open to giving the police another enforcement tool, admitted they didn't fully understand what they were being asked to vote on. Sending those ordinances back was the responsible thing to do. But what struck me Monday night was almost everyone who walked to the podium to speak on these proposed ordinances talked about what the police should not be doing. Very few people talked about what the police actually are already doing. And then Chief Ed Orgun from the Stevens Point Police Department finally got his turn. And it was kind of epic. He didn't ask the committee to ignore homelessness. He didn't deny that people need compassion or services. What he did was remind everyone in the room that while they're debating policy for an hour on Monday night, his officers were dealing with these situations every single day, and he did not sugarcoat it. We get individuals sleeping, living in vehicles within the city, leaving trash. He said he talked about something that almost nobody in the room had mentioned all evening. He told these people, I have met with the mayor. I've met with housing, the housing authority he was referencing, to try and get these people off the streets. He said they've gotten 6 people back to their families in Arizona, Arkansas, La Crosse, Milwaukee, and North Dakota. Think about that one for a minute. He is talking directly to these people, and officers are working to get them back to their families.
That's awesome.
This is not the picture of a police department trying to criminalize homelessness.
Right.
This is a police department trying to help solve problems with the very limited tools it has. And then came the moment that changed the entire meeting. As the criticism continued, Orgun, when he finally got a chance to speak, he looked around the room and pointed at the people who had been speaking in objection to these proposed ordinances. He said, to sit here and have you badmouth the police department, we are not criminalizing it. These are chronic problems. You people don't see this on a day-to-day basis. The trash, the constant calls, the business is calling us to complain. You don't see that. I honestly thought to myself, finally,
I couldn't believe
the one
yeah.
thing I have wanted a police officer to say to this group of people, this group of electeds for years. And finally, we have a police officer saying these things. He's finally saying what I've always wanted to hear for years, because I hear a lot of what these officers go through every day. Whether you support these ordinances or hate them is irregardless. It just doesn't matter. Orgun wasn't really talking about those 2 pieces of municipal code. He was talking about reality. One after another, residents described what they thought police should or shouldn't be doing. Orgun described what his officers actually were doing, and that's an important distinction. One side was talking about emotion and philosophy. The other side was talking about fact and experience. Now, this does not automatically make the police right. It doesn't automatically make the residents who are in objection wrong. But if we're going to have an honest conversation about homelessness, then the people responding to these calls every single day deserve more than a passing mention. They deserve to be heard. One of my favorite moments of the meeting came near the end when Orgun challenged everyone questioning the department's approach to spend some time with his officers. You think it's easy, he said, and he was pointing to the people in the crowd. Come on, the door's always open. We'd love to have you come take a ride along. You're always welcome.
Yeah, in other words, come on, help us pick it up. Let's
I
go.
loved that. Not because I think everyone would suddenly agree with him after a ride along, but I think everyone on the council and every one of these members of the public who were objecting would benefit from seeing what officers actually have to deal with during a shift. It's easy to debate homelessness from a microphone at a council or committee meeting. It's a lot harder when you're the one responding to repeated complaints, talking to the same people over and over, trying to convince someone to accept help, balancing compassion with the concerns of businesses and residents, and then coming back the next day to do it all over again. That's why I respect Chief Organ for what he did Monday night. He defended his officers. He defended the work they do when nobody is watching. He reminded everyone in the room that whatever policy comes out of city offices doesn't magically solve the problem. Someone has to carry it out. So, yes, it was great that they sent the ordinances back, rewrite them, debate them, improve them, let the public speak on them. That's exactly what the Public Policy and General Government Committee should have done. My God, they need to change the name of that committee. But don't dismiss the
I
perspective.
remember it when it was that too.
Go back to Public Policy Committee or Public Protection Committee.
I asked you today, I go, what was it? And I'm trying to look it up. She goes, no, you got it wrong.
Public Protection Committee is what it used to be called.
yeah.
That just was easy to say, rolled off the tongue. Now you got
Yeah.
PPGG, and it's just ridiculous. But public policy does not end when the meeting adjourns. It begins the moment someone has to put that policy into practice. Now, because when everything was said and done Monday night, Ed Organ did something I haven't seen anyone do in a very long time. He looked at the committee members in the eye. He corrected them. He defended the men and women of his department. He challenged the assumptions being made about his officers and refused to let the conversation ignore the reality they deal with every day. And he did it in public and on camera. You can all watch it. Go to the City of Stevens Point YouTube page and look up this past Monday, which would have been the 13th, I think.
Yep.
Look up the Public Policy and General Government Committee. You'll remember it because it's a really dumb name. Whether you agree with him or not, what this police chief did took guts. And I have to say, when it comes to Stevens Point City Committee meetings, I haven't seen a
Sorry.
What are you doing? You just ruined my whole thing.
Clicking on the meeting just to
Don't
make
click on the meeting thing. When it comes to city committee meetings, I haven't seen a smackdown like that since The Rock left the WWE.
Ooh, that's so good. Sorry.
Can you smell what the chief is cooking?
So good. Oh my God. I love The Rock. He's well, Brandy.
This is not about The Rock, though. This
No,
is about Ed Organ.
that was so
the
good.
chief, a police chief, finally stepping up and standing up for his department. Haven't seen it in a long time.
So when you told me that took place,
Well, you watched the video.
I said to her, send me the video. I'm not home right now, but as soon as I get home before tonight's podcast, I will be watching that video.
It's about an hour long, right?
It was beautiful, but it's okay. So first off, before I read this, there's a couple things that I'm like, all right, Ginger Keemer. I don't know her personally,
District 3. She's
but
District 3.
boy, did she hold that meeting together. I am a person who wears my emotions on the sleeves. I'm outspoken. Really? I don't know how she just eloquently, good job, Ginger Keemer. And she just, because they were kind of getting, as you could see, it was going
Off the rails a little.
I don't
not
know
off
what,
the rails.
but that woman just boom to the boom. I have the utmost respect for her, man.
She is one of the better chairs in city
I've never
government.
watched anything that she's chaired, and that was just good job. I couldn't have done that. I would have been like veering off the rails. All right. Upon completing the city's YouTube video following this meeting, I can see it from so many different sides now. Like I was kind of like, after, Sam Lang and
Sam Lang is District 1 City Council.
Yeah.
For those who don't know.
Mary Kneebone spoke.
District 7.
I was like, I can see it from many sides. The local business owner's side, the local police department, and those who currently are in this situation looking just for a safe place to rest their head at night. I myself have witnessed a local business owner in the morning, crack of dawn, getting ready, cleaning up their steps. After an evening of 1, 2, I don't know how many, I did not ask, showing up at a local business owner's in the doorway, and they were cleaning it up, spraying the sidewalks, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." You're gonna. I just was oblivious to it. She's like, "No, we're fed up with it."
Why were they? What were they cleaning off the human excrement?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And I stood there for a moment, and I had my package in hand that I was going. I just what? She's like, "Yeah, we have to deal with this all the time." And it's getting overwhelming, and it's really frustrating, if we don't catch it and customers come in and they're stepping in it type thing. I've heard that from multiple business owners. I don't know how it's going now. I mean, obviously things are changing, but so I see it from a business owner downtown Stevens Point. I was oblivious to it. I didn't know that was happening, and I guess it's been a thing even by the back doors. But I get it. They got to go where they got to go. I guess some porta potties were brought in for a while there.
They're back.
They're back.
Well, one is back by
Okay.
the bus stop
Okay.
at the old Shopco lot. They brought another one back.
And I mean, I hate to admit this, but I was a single mom of 3 kids and almost lost my house. Like, I get it. We all have a story. We all go through it. So I'm frustrated because, they just want to get a place to lay down their head at night and sleep and feel safe and just get some sleep. After watching the pleas from the local elected officials and those who have concerns regarding this issue and statements that the chief Ed Orgon made, I get his point of view loud and clear. Watching the witnesses and witnessing it,
The members of the public who came to
and the
speak. Yeah.
and electeds, and I witnessed it myself. What is the answer? I mean, what is the solution? Maybe waiting to have this warming house is the answer. Maybe picking a specific area where there's a parking lot, which someone, suggested. Andrea Olson, another elected on the city council from a church or a business owner. I've even received calls. A dear friend of mine was like, "Hey, Trina, did you see what's going to coming up? What can I do about it?" And I had right away said, since you are from, you work with your church, maybe they could park in that parking lot for temporary till this warming house, but I don't think there's parking at the warming house either, much parking there. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. So if you have suggestions or want a message on our page, go for it. I do not know what to do, but it seems from all sides I can understand this one. Or I thought my opinion was loud and clear, and I completely get what he's saying because I've witnessed it. I just feel like, can they all? It's going to come back, right? It's not like a dead done deal now. And
No,
yeah.
it's going to. They're going to do some more discussion.
So maybe they can all sit down and hash it out and come up with something that's practical with legal. I don't know. But
Have you ever? Are you new to city government? Hello?
No, but come on, we can learn from Plover.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe you said that.
Oh yes, I did. I can see them being in the shoes that they're in, and I've witnessed this. And come on, let's work together, Stevens Point, so we can come to a conclusion that's a practical conclusion that somehow, some way doesn't turn into like the meeting I just watched. I don't know. And it wasn't a bad meeting. Ginger Keemer, man, she's great, but but I just feel like we got to do something. I don't know what that answer is, and I'm just being opinionated right now. But come on, I think we can do better as a community. We're losing another business owner. I don't know what that reason is, but like, come on.
May I respond to that?
Yes, you may.
A couple of years ago, Stevens Point Police put armrests in the center of downtown benches on the square.
Yep.
And there's a group of individuals who are they're homeless advocates who were very upset about this. They felt it was just discriminating against homeless people so they couldn't sleep on the benches.
Yeah, I remember
When
that.
in reality, what was going on is older folks who were downtown shopping, when they would sit down on a bench to rest, they didn't have anything to help them get up. And they got loads of phone calls saying, "Oh, that center armrest is just wonderful to help me get up." That's why it was done. So there's this overreaction, I think, For homeless advocates, sometimes it's an emotional issue and they're not looking at the facts.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important to note that on Wednesday this week, today's Thursday the 16th, so yesterday, Wednesday the 15th, I spoke with the chief, hoping for a follow-up on his comments Monday night. And he said in the month of June alone, his department received 67 phone calls complaining about homeless people sleeping downtown or in other places around the community. And not just sleeping, but leaving trash and setting up campsites. And Wednesday morning alone, between 5:45 and 10 a.m. when he called me, they'd already received 4 phone calls about homeless people sleeping down on the square.
Yeah.
So it's worlds better this summer than it was last summer. Business
Yeah.
owners have said they see a difference. Customers have said they see a difference. I think there's a perception that it's still really bad downtown,
Yeah.
and that's not the case. I know this new administration in the police department is very, let's get this taken care of. And they're doing it case by case. They talk to these people individually. What are you? Why are you homeless? How can we help you? What can we do for you? And if they don't want help, there's nothing they can do for them.
Hopefully this warming house too,
Well,
you know.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Nope,
it's
you're good.
a 365 shelter. It's not a warming
Sorry,
house. It's,
sorry.
They're just different things.
Yeah.
I just don't want there to be any
Yeah,
confusion.
sorry. So, do you know when that's opening? When do they? I didn't. Oh boy.
I don't know if anybody knows,
Yeah.
but it was supposed to be August.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
maybe
gonna
that
happen.
can be.
So there's a no camping ordinance that's pending, and I think that was in December. Last December that came
I
up.
think if we had
but the
some
city
place-
council decided they weren't going to take any action on the no camping ordinance until the 365 shelter was open. But the 365 shelter has many different groups that have come together, and I think some of the groups think their way is the right way to go, and I think sometimes there might be big personalities to
Which that ain't how
come
it.
together,
That ain't
so.
how it should be, and it makes me sad. It hurts my heart. So come on, Stevens Point. Let's get it together. Let's pull this community together and find out a solution, because I get it. I really do, from all sides, and I just come on. So anyway, thank you for sharing that. I didn't have to type all that up. That was great.
You
That
typed
was-
a lot of stuff up. You did great.
Oh, thank you. But you were on a roll, and that was beautifully said. I mean, I could not have. I watched it, and I'm like. Then I started reading this when I came in. I'm like, ooh, she did so good.
It was one of those moments where it was almost like a Packer game. You know, if I had,
know.
if I had popcorn in my hand, I would have thrown it.
And
in
if
the air.
Ginger
I was
Keemer,
like,
I'm telling you, back to the Ginger. If she went to just. I've never seen her chair something like that. And that woman held it together, man. There's no. I would have been like, all right, nope, quiet. I don't know.
That's how she chairs. That's how I've always seen her chair a meeting.
She's so good.
I've always seen her chair a meeting
And
like that.
just good. Like that woman. Yeah, not me. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and I like to talk and all that fun jazz. Wow, sorry.
Really?
Carl's like,
I feel like you needed to explain that to us.
love you. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to read off this clue. I really want people to guess on this one
And what is the clue for?
for next week's guest.
Guest? Just one?
Oh, no. We are in trouble because we have the single chair. What are we doing next week?
Folks, I honestly don't know how this is going to go.
Trina put her up to it.
Next
and
week is going to be
I
very
called her.
interesting.
I ran into my guests, and I said, "Hey, Brandy, we're screwed." I said, "We have multiple guests coming in next week." And she goes, "Oh God."
I'm happy that you have that remembering of my memory is a little bit different. It's more like, oh my God, Brandy, you're not gonna believe what we're having on the show. That's how I remember that phone call starting out, but I could be wrong.
All right.
She could be right.
I can't wait. Okay, you guys got to start guessing on this stuff. All right, so we have multiple guests, not one, but two. They work together for a very long time. Staple in the community, I think. They are two retired law enforcement officers, served the public in county government, who have worked side by side for decades. Ooh, that's a good clue.
This is gonna be a very interesting conversation.
And we're gonna switch it up. So I don't
Gonna
know.
Span the generations.
Somebody want to help us design the set? Because we got a lot to do in a week. I'm excited. All right. So, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight, your Thursday night. It was a great show. I loved having my
It
twinny.
was a
on.
fun show. Don't twinny. You
My
guys.
twinny, Trina and
If there's
Trina.
anyone else named Brandy who wants to come on the show, we could.
It's got to be spelled the same
We
way.
could get her back. We could get Trina back.
We'll have 2 Trinas, 2 Brandys. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Buy those tickets. Do those things and tell them you love them. Life is too short, and we will see you next Thursday for more laughter and banter with the Red Hot Ladies.
Stay hydrated, stay humble, and stay out of the police log.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So long, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Woo, that was great. Stay out of the police log.
Red Hot Takes LLC presents Red Hot Takes Portage County. Special thanks to guest Trina Sankey. Directed by Carl Rosenthal, written by Brandy McCuskey and Trina Dorn. Co-produced by Brandy McCuskey, Trina Dorn, and Carl Rosenthal. Music by Alexis Walton. Copyright Red Hot Takes LLC, all rights reserved. Filmed at Create Portage County Maker Studio in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.